So this reminds me of the movie The Blair Witch Project, as she was walking away from her car and then she never saw it again. Oh my goodness. Hey everybody, this is Zoom 360 here on the go, and today we are on the go. We are going to a canyon that a friend of mine told me about not too long ago. We are going over there, and I hear that there's a really good hike over there. So we are going to hike this morning. I remember a long time ago, well, not too far ago, I did say that I'm going to incorporate more hiking on the channel, so I thought it would be a great way to end the year with that. Though I've done some hiking, but not a whole lot of it, so this will be one since a very long time that I've done one. So I thought that let's go over there and do it. I'm currently on vacation. I only have just a couple of days, a few more days left before that I go back to work. So I thought, let's go to Slot Canyon, and you're coming with. Yeah, this should be a fairly short trip. We are already way late. It is 1:23 in the afternoon right now. I was supposed to be going about, I think, 12. But it's not far away. It's about like an hour away, so we'll go over there, hang out, and do the hike. It should be some great views out there. And so I'm going to take a shortcut. I'm gonna cut through Trans Mountain and not have to drive from the east through the west and everything like that. So yeah, so the next time that we talk is gonna be right about where we are crossing the state line between Texas and New Mexico, heading to Slot Canyon. So yeah, let's go. So I really should not be going anywhere with Suki, because currently I'm only using about 5.5 cylinders. She's due to have her engine rebuilt in about a month from tomorrow. I really should not, but it's only like an hour away. In worst case scenario, if it breaks, if she breaks, I could always get you know, towed back. So I think we'll be okay. So hopefully we come back in one piece. And you know, she's tough. She's a tough chick. Seriously? Why is this 18-wheeler driving through this construction zone like it's a Lamborghini? Do you need to be really? Dude, you should be on the right lane. And people of El Paso, if you're not passing, please get off the left lane. The left lane, it's called the passing lane. Jeez Louise, man. All right, guys, we are almost out of El Paso. Jeez Louise. Yeah, there you go. You're a good boy. And we are gunning for the state border, and we should be reaching it soon. And then on to Slot Canyon. I'm expecting views on views. One thing I have to admit that I've grown to dislike these days from El Paso, it was not like that back in 2014, the first time I lived here. Traffic jams at all wee hours of the day. It's slowly turning into LA. Yeah, this is annoying. We've been trying to get out of El Paso for the last half hour. I should literally be at Slot Canyon right now. It's only 58 minutes away. Something that should be taking me 1 hour is taking me 2 hours. You suck. You suck. Hello, New Mexico. We are at the border right now in Texas. We are going to New Mexico at this point. Shortly, you're gonna see, I think this is, yep, this is the border stop right there. You're gonna see the iconic banner of Welcome to New Mexico shortly. And got an STI. This guy was driving really slowly until I passed him, and all of a sudden he's fast. Now, anyway, this is the iconic New Mexico border right there, and we are off into the corridor. Let's get it! And I know what you're thinking, Nelson. It's a beautiful Subaru STI WRX, but you're not getting one. That's not the next car, so don't even think about it. Just like that, we are passing Las Cruces. Very charming town, I guess. Looks like it, at least. We're I think about 12 miles away from Slot Canyon, and as I said before, I'm really looking forward to it. These are not roads I've never been on before. I'm very familiar with this road. I've used it quite often, so far I've not gone into a place I've never been before. All right, we are going to take Radium Springs, the exit, which is number 19. This is it right here. Now, I've never been there before, so once we leave this highway, we are in what I like to call no man's land, meaning that I've never been there before. So yeah, it's gonna be a new route for me as soon as I get off here. Uh-oh, and just like that, we have our warning for the police, the ever faithful highway patrol, our best friends.
Use the right lane to take exit. Take the exit, then turn left onto Fort Selden Road.
Taking it. Oh, they've done a good job with this road.
At the stop sign, turn left onto Fort Selden Road toward Fort Selden Historic Site.
Yeah, they really paved this thing really well, man. Look at the landscape. This is why I like.
In 1.7 miles, turn right onto North Valley Drive.
This is why I like the Southwest, man. Look at this landscape that we're about to drive through. All right, so I've never been here before, so this is a first. Look like there's a historic site here, so there's quite a bit of historic places here. So we're gonna drive, and I'll see you at the next spot or interesting place or what have you, because I've never been around here before. It looked like it's very, very desolate, so it should be fun. Now, I've seen scary movies that starts just like that, and you know, usually the black guy dies, but let's hope that this isn't the case. Oh, railroad. Is that a cop car?
In 6.2 miles,
It
turn
is a
left.
cop car. Hello. We are driving over the Rio Grande, guys. Not sure if you can see it. Yeah, it looked like it's a pretty dry section of it, but this is not the border. We're not in Mexico. We're still in New Mexico, because at this area, the Rio Grande is not a border. When you get to certain parts of Texas, the Rio Grande serves as a border, but not here. So we are currently at Radium Springs. We just passed the sign. Looks like that those who live here have lots of space. I don't know, seems like it. So we are about 10 minutes away from the Slot Canyons. We have about, I'd say about 2.5 hours left of daylight. I hope to maximize that because we were so late, but I think that we can still go and enjoy this thing. But we are definitely where I've never been before, so but this is fun stuff, man, fun stuff. This is the last trip of the year, I think that this Slot Canyon should be a good way to end the year. So man, it's been a fast year, a very, very fast year. How fast was your year? Comment below. So right now, as you can see on my phone, we are driving to the left of the Rio Grande, but the Rio Grande here is not that large of a river really, but yeah, so the Rio Grande is somewhere right there. We're right next to it, and we are currently driving on Route 185, I think northwest or north, and Slot Canyon is gonna be off to our left, and we are almost there. We could have been here at least a half hour earlier. It's because of El Paso traffic, which is a combination of folks using the left lane and not going fast enough and traffic jams. But look at this space. That's the Rio Grande, guys. I think they said we could go into the... Is it? No, that's not it. We are almost there. We are coming up on the left. So I looked at a video on YouTube about the Slot Canyons. Supposedly there is a gate that we can skip over, like it doesn't matter. So it's gonna be interesting. So this is supposed to be the entrance to Slot Canyon. It's that way. You're supposed to follow this road. It takes you to it. Supposedly, I was told that it doesn't matter, that you can just climb over the fence. It's perfectly fine, even though it says that international boundary of water, U.S. property, heavy maintenance road, no trespassing. Yeah, everybody who I've asked, they said you could just jump over this gate. I'm not sure if that's legal or not, but I think I'm gonna do it. All right, guys. So slight change in plans. This vlog is gonna take more than a day because I kind of want to do this right. So I did some research, and supposedly this very gate it's okay to jump over it. Supposedly it's not an issue. Like, you can park your car right there or right here and you could jump over, and then you could walk your way to the slot canyon. But there is a sign here that says no trespassing, so I'm not sure exactly how that would work. And of course it's locked, which you know, tells me that someone out here has the key. But supposedly you're supposed to be able to jump over this fence, no problem. And also, I think I did leave way too late, because it's already past 3:30, and the sun starts to go down like 5:45. It's already almost down. So I think what I'm gonna figure out is to make sure that this is the entrance, just to double check and make sure that this is the entrance, because I did see someone else's car down there, so I'm going there to see that maybe there's another entrance. So yeah, I think I'm going to gosh, it's so beautiful out here. It's just gorgeous. It's just gorgeous. And Suki is working hard. Suki, the red-nosed reindeer, is working hard for us. So I think I'm going to go back and try to figure it out, just to make sure that this is the entrance, because supposedly this route is supposed to take you straight into the canyon. So, but I would like to make sure, because I don't want to get into trouble. Hey everybody, we are back the next day, the very next day. So I did my research, and now I'm sure. So especially, I saw this one video on YouTube where the guy was actually standing right here, and actually he shot it like this. Let me see if I can see it. Yeah, so he was shooting it like this, and this was right behind him. So this is the gate, because there are two gates. There's one that's down the street right there. That's not the one that you can climb, because when you go down there, you'll see right past the gate, you'll see a sign that says no trespassing. So that's the gate that you don't want to go over. But this one, supposedly you can. As a matter of fact, you don't even have to try to climb over it, because you could just go right through here. So, which is probably what I'm gonna do. So we're gonna start the trail real soon here, about 3 p.m., which leaves me about a solid 2 hours worth of daytime. So we're using this app called All Trail. It looked like it's working. So this is the map of the canyon. So we're going to try to figure it out. But I think I've done enough research on this to not get lost. So let's go ahead and start. This reminds me of the movie The Blair Witch Project, as she was walking away from her car and then she never saw it again. Oh my goodness. So I'm gonna try to just go under this here. Hopefully it doesn't catch my bag. Nope, it didn't. I mean, I guess I could, like, you know, jump over this, but I'm like, why? So, all right. So make sure she's locked, and okay, let's do this. So supposedly, according to the app here, we could go right or we could go left. I'm not sure which one, but I think it's on the right. So when you look at the app, it's one big circle. So if you go to the right, eventually you go through it, and then you will return here. So let's go to the right. Thorns. So be careful, guys. There's lots of thorns here. And also, supposedly I've heard that supposedly there's lots of snakes out here as well. So sometimes they like to, you know, just bask in the sun. So if you're out here, doing the Slot Canyon Trail, be careful. Just make sure you are aware of where you're stepping on, or what you're stepping on rather, because supposedly yeah, there's snakes out here. So far so good. You can barely tell where the trail is, but yeah, you can barely tell. So I was told that the entrance to the canyon is kind of tricky, but according to this trail here, we're on it so far. Yeah, so look like you go through this here. So this should be a very interesting hike. It is now 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Supposedly this is a 1 hour hike, maybe hour and a half, so we should be done here by 4:30. So just in time. So I'm a little bit concerned because I've seen scary movies that start just like this, but the black guy always dies first. So let's hope that this doesn't happen to me. So far so good. We're right here now. We came from over there, heading towards over here. So far, this is the way that we should be using, but I do see that there's an opening right there, so I'm just gonna not go too far in. I just want to see what's behind here. Of course, again, guys, if you do this trail, I can't stress enough, make sure that you watch what you're stepping on. Make sure you watch what's near you, because there are snakes out here. Yeah, look like there's a trail here, but I'm not going to venture further because we're supposed to be going over there. So yeah, so I'm gonna stay on course and keep going that way. So as we continue, look like I'm not the only one who's been here. So this looks familiar. This area looks familiar when I was doing my research on certain sites, to include YouTube, where, well, look like I'm not the only one who's been here. Someone did this. So I think we might be, yeah, there's another one. I think that someone might have been here before and did that, so that kind of gives me hope that we're going through the right areas, or area rather. It's a little bit windy out here. Hopefully you guys can hear me, but I think we are on the right spot. There's a lot of bugs out here, bugs that are making a lot of noises, so I'm gonna stay away from them. So far so good. We just came from down there. We're going across. I know the entrance is tricky to find, but we should run into it at some point, I think, because the Slot Canyon, it's on the Slot Trail. So far that's what we're doing. So we're bound to run into it, I would imagine, because I think it's part of the trail. So hopefully, I hope I find it so I could show it to you guys and so I could experience it too. But so far this is the trail. So the trail, it's rated as an easy trail. it looks like I'm walking on a dry riverbed. So, which I'm sure that when it rains out here, that's probably, I'm sure that's probably, like, this area is full of water. But again, this is another sign that I'm not the only one who's been here, so I'm on the correct path. Is that grasshopper? Nah, it flies. Stay away the hell away from them. So far so good. I'm just looking for the entrance of this thing, but spectacular area. I don't know, I'm a sucker for these things, canyons and mountains and nature, so I'm having a blast out here. We should be on this thing pretty soon, because this trail should lead to it. But gonna keep on walking, and hopefully I find the entrance, and I'm gonna show you this thing. So I'm at the very top of the hill here. So far I've not been able to see the entrance to the slot canyons themselves. I should be circling around here, but there's no way for me, there's no place for me to circle around, so I don't see why that the trail says I'm supposed to be doing that. So I think I'm gonna start to backtrack. There's a couple of routes I saw. I think maybe I've missed it, so I'm going to backtrack and go and check out the areas that I did not check out. So but wow, it is simply gorgeous out here. Simply gorgeous. I think that's the freeway right there in the distance. So far we are backtracking. Still haven't found this slot canyon. We're just backtracking because I have an idea what the entrance looks like. So far it seems that if you want to come here and just hike, you go right, the way that we went when we first started. Because remember that when we showed up, right after that we passed the front gate, we had a choice, go left or right. I chose right. So it looked like if you want to just hike and enjoy, you go right. But I bet you the canyon is on the left. So far I'm just backtracking and try to locate it. I think I might have to do a part 3 for this vlog, because once I find it, I think I'm gonna be out of daylight. So I will come back and do this properly. Aha! And just like that, see this couple right there? These guys just told me where it was. Looked like we found it. So, and it's funny because when I was backtracking, this is where I was gonna backtrack to, because when I came here, I saw this trail and I'm like, but let me follow the hike trail itself. So yeah, supposedly this is one of the ways to the slot canyon, and I think I'm gonna have to come back here. I think I might come back here tomorrow, actually. Should be fun. I think I'm gonna come back here tomorrow and do this and do part 3. So I'm just going to find it, because it's about to be 4 and the drive back is an hour. I hate driving at night these days. So I'm just gonna find it, and then we are going to return to film the actual canyon itself and come straight here. So we are gonna start it from this point on. But he said supposedly, oh, okay, I see. Yep, this is what I was looking for right there, guys. This is it. Because I kind of saw it from out here and I was like, maybe I'll come back if it's not down there. So this is the entrance to Slot Canyon, I think. I think if you go either that way or this way, it doesn't matter. All right, guys, great hike. Sometimes that's how it goes. You know, sometimes you have to find stuff, and that's what the adventure is all about. Sometimes you have to go out there and find stuff, and sometimes you get lucky, which is what happened here. I'm sure sooner or later I would have found it, but so we are going to start from this point tomorrow, and yeah, so this is what the entrance looks like. This is the shape that you're looking for, and the entrance should be down there. Hey everybody, we are back here for the third time, and I wish that the weather was better, but it's actually drizzling right now, and it's actually quite risky to visit a canyon when it's either raining or it's like, you know, drizzling, because though it's not raining hard here, but if it's raining hard somewhere not too far, like especially like if it's raining, I guess you could say raining uphill, you might get flash floods. So I hope that we don't get that, because I really would like to bag this vlog today. So I found the canyon with the help of a couple, because the place that they sent me to was one of the places that I was backtracking to. So if you guys remember, we took the right turn. So if you walk right, you will eventually find yourself walking up here, going that way. Now the key is, because the entrance to the canyon is tricky. So as you're walking up, okay, like if you're walking up, because if you go right, you'll be walking up this way. As you walk, turn left, and you will see that rock formation in the far distance there. So, and this small trail, that is one of the entrances to the canyon. So the first time when I passed this, I thought, okay, let me make a mental note, you know, because I was following the actual canyon trail, which goes right past the actual Slot Canyon, but this is where it is. So you stay fixated. Oh, look, somebody put an arrow in the form of a rock. Gotcha. So just stay fixated on the rock formation that's in the far distance there, and you will walk up on it. This is Zoom 360, and I give you Slot Canyon. Though it doesn't look like there's a canyon here, but there is. It's actually further right there in the distance. So this is where that we're gonna go in. We're gonna go in going that way. Let's explore it, and let's hope that we don't get flooded. I try to get you guys as much of an aerial view as possible. Just keep in mind that I was actually flying the drone when it was raining. So this is where I saw the entrance, So I'm sure if this is an entrance, I'm sure that there's an exit that is somewhere on the other side, and I'm sure that you can also use that quote-unquote exit to enter, and then which will make this entry your exit. So but we are just going down that path because that's the path that I saw the other day. This is probably not the most friendly way, but it's actually more friendly over there. Less rocks. Be careful, this is slippery, but we have decent shoes on. These are my jogging shoes actually, but yeah. So I wish I could get more drone footage. It's just that the only place that you have signal is actually where I was up there, like 1 bar. But as soon as you go through here, you will lose signal. So let's venture into the canyons. I wish this was a dry day, but because as you can tell, sometimes it gets flooded. So oh well. And I'm not the only one here. There's also some people in there. So yeah, so here we are. This is the actual entrance of the canyon, starting from right here. So we are actually in the canyon at this time. So you're just gonna follow this I guess trench, you can call it. It gets really in. Yeah, so you can tell that it gets flooded here because this is actually carved by water. I mean, most canyons are formed the exact same way. Like if you go to Antelope Canyon, you know, yeah, they'll tell you that, you know, water comes through and it carves the canyon for you. So let's explore. Time for me to shut up. Wow, we are, so now we're deep. We're much deeper, getting deeper and deeper into the canyon. So for the record, let's hope that the hills do not have eyes. Wow, look at that. Dude, it's getting deeper and deeper. We have to go down there. Oh my goodness, don't slip. So both of my hands are carrying stuff, so if I slip, oh my God. Jeez. Oh man. This is super cool though. So there are some people who are ahead of me. I just hope I do not catch up with them because I kind of want to bask in this by myself. Oh my God. So right now it's actually raining, light rain. Oh my God. I don't want to step on this rock because it might move. Let's jump. Oh. Ooh. It's getting more and more challenging with these rocks. Look at that. Oh God. Yeah, got it. Jeez, getting tighter and tighter and deeper and deeper. Look how deep we are, guys. So this is Slot Canyon. It's near Las Cruces, New Mexico. And yeah, look at that. See if I could take. Can I? No, I don't know, man. I don't want to grab this and it causes this whole thing to collapse on me. That'd be a bad day. Yeah, look at that. It's a very tight fit. This is like a light type of Antelope Canyon, though it's nowhere near as beautiful as Antelope Canyon. Antelope Canyon is on its it's on level. Oh my God. Ooh. It is so difficult to convey how cool these places are. You have to come here yourself to explore this, you know, like especially if you are into like you know, nature and stuff. So I'm trying to keep my lens clean. Let's see how deep we are now. We are really deep. This is one cool maze. Oh God. I almost busted my right knee and right elbow. This is definitely a good place to visit. My God, this is really cool, huh? So far it's been getting quite easy. But you see how deep we are? We're deep into the slot canyons right now. And look at that. This is wow, it goes all the way, you see, it'll go all the way down there. This is super cool. Man, these things are kicking my butt right now. Oh my God. I just wish it wasn't raining, because my G7X is getting a little bit extra wet. Oh wow. So right here, we're really deep. Look how, oh my God, this kind of remind me sort of the Antelope Canyons, like right here, but nowhere near as beautiful though. So right here, it feels a little bit cooler, like maybe 60 degrees. So I'm not sure if this is the case, but a lot of times, like when you visit, like, you know, caverns and stuff, usually places like this stay at one temperature all year round, but this is not quite a cavern. Yeah, so just to give you an idea, when this gets flooded, and believe me, it does, because you could tell, like, just imagine that all of this is full of water. So we would be buried underneath what seems to be 20 feet of water. So yeah, so just imagine all this gets flooded. You would drown. And it's like, yeah, this also has like an Indiana Jones feeling to it. Look at that. So cool. Look like I'm catching up with the group. We're so deep. We are so deep. We're just gonna pass right through and not bother anybody when we get there. Oh, excuse me. We gotta be out of your way. Alright. Oops, sorry.
Yeah, you're fine.
Alright, thank you. Wow, this is really cool. Oh my God. I almost fell. I almost fell backwards. That would have been really painful. So yeah, so those guys are going the other way. Yeah, so just as I thought, like, it doesn't matter which end you enter from, is, you know, you're just gonna, but I think I did the easier way, because since I got in the canyon, I've been going down and down and down. Wow, those guys are gonna keep going up and up and up. So if you wanna try the easy route, the way I went, I think so far has been the easiest route. Man, watch out for these rocks, especially when they're wet. These things are slippery. Jesus Louise. Got them. Okay, so I think we've walked through the deepest part, just because I can see that the height is starting to diminish. We may have gone through the deepest part. It's not a long canyon. I think it's like 0.5 miles. Yeah, so you can tell that we're almost done here. Yeah, looks like you see how that we're not so deep anymore. So now I think the exit is about not too far away. Yep, there's the exit. Not bad. Not a bad canyon. I had a blast. I had a blast. This was cool. This was worth the drive. So look like the way it works is, so once you go over the green gate, you start to walk, you're gonna have a choice to go left or right. I chose to go right, but it seems like if you're here just to hike, just go right, okay? And you could just skip the canyon, and then you will enjoy a good walk, a good hike. But the left might be the quickest way to the canyon. I think if you turn left, okay, this is just an educated guess, I guess you could say. I think if you go left, this will be your entrance that will lead you into the canyon. Looks like this rock is just about ready to roll down. So this rock reminds me of the rock at the Garden of the Gods, which is in Colorado Springs. I think I vlogged that because I lived in Colorado Springs, I think, for 3 years. This reminds me of the rock there. There's a big rock that's sitting right on top of a little rock. I think it's called Stability Rock. I'm not sure, but this is what this reminds me of. Look like, me stand out of its way. I wouldn't want to sit right below that. It looked like it's ready to fall. I can't believe this took 3 days. But it was worth it. I mean, hey man, sometimes as you guys seen before here on this channel, sometimes, you know, like, to find certain things you have to go through these wild goose chases, because there's nothing here that marks where the canyon is. Because I think, even though that this is a fairly popular place, I don't think that the state has invested anything to make this like an actual place where you can drive in, you could park, and then you could spend a whole day there, like you know, comfortably. This canyon is one of the places that it's only the people who would know about it, who comes here and just like, you know, hike and find things, and then it gets around through word of mouth. So that's the road right there. So this should lead me to the car. I think the car is parked right over there. I'll probably be able to see it from here. So yeah, so I think I'm going to complete this vlog here. Yeah, so this was fun. It shouldn't have taken 3 days. Look like there's a trail up here. Looks like it's some kind of a mysterious trail. I'm not sure if you guys can tell. But I don't know. Look, guys, a trail up there. Well, guys, this wraps up today's vlog. This is Room 360 inviting you to get up, get out, and do it. Like, subscribe, and share. And I'm out.